All right, all right. Let's go there. Good. Beautiful. Okay, let's get the chat loaded up. Didn't plan on going live today, but I just can't help myself. I want to put a fresh edge on this knife. I hate the way the tip looks. Let's do. All right, let's get this taped up. And, uh, I thought D. Good, 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 good. Get this clamped up. Fantastic. All right. Get some stones out. Strop 650, 1700, 285, and I made some new strops. Oh, yeah. Nice wooden one. Good. Beautiful. Let's get the chat. The chat didn't load. Let's try again. It's a pain. There we go. Now we're good. Lay our frog tape. Alright. I feels good. A little bit more. Yep, that's good. Good enough. Okay. Get some marker on the edge. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Newhouse? Newhouse, you absolutely can come on live sometime. Just let me know, and I will set up a. You know what? Actually, I wouldn't need to set up a StreamYard. We could just go live on YouTube. All right. Let's set this on the edge. Make sure we're level. Yes, we are. Um, you know, I don't like the way that's in there. We're going to change this angle some. Okay. Don't like the way that's sitting there either. Third time's a charm. Now that's solid. Good. Let's use that up a tiny bit. That is good. We're going to call that good. I've got a pop up here. Hey, Wolfgang, how is it going there, my friend? You should sharpen your kitchen knives on. It's I'm actually having a good time sharpening on YouTube. It's kind of fun because I figure I'm going to be doing it anyway, so I might as well do it, and some people can learn some stuff because I'm a weird knife nerdy guy. I'm all interested in steel. Um, Made some new diamond emulsion that I use to load up these strops, and they are cutting fantastically. I'm really happy with that. Still not happy with the tip on this para, but what are you going to do? It'll get better every time till we catch up with this crappy tip that they put on here at Spyderco. Yep, we caught the whole edge. A little bit more tip. Night's Edge. I sharpened my 15B Shaman to 17 degrees per side. It's a screamer finished with 1000 grit and then strop. So the progression that I'm going to be using on this 15B Para will be 285, 650, 1700 to a 6 micron strop, which is about 3000-ish grit. I used the same progression on my Rex 121 Sage 5, and it has damn near a mirror polished edge on it. I will see how I like it. So far, it's pretty fantastic. We'll see if it gets slick. It may not. I don't know. Pete from Cedric and Ada put a mirror polish on his, and his was cutting like it was, sharp enough to, cut the fabric of space time. It was, going to split atoms. Um, so we shall see how I like it over the course of some time. Okay, I'm feeling good about that further. We're going to mess with this tip a little bit, this wonky tip, and then do a couple burr minimization passes. Take some of this load off of here. I love these resin bonded stones. Boy, are they freaking cool. They cut really good. How's it going there, fellas? Night's Edge. You sharpen Spyderco 30V, K390, Maxim at 4V, 10V, 15V, Magna Cut, HCR VG10 crew wear, but never sharpened Rex 121. I've sharpened, actually I have two. I have the lightweight and the regular Rex. I wasn't sure which one I would like, so actually I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of that lightweight one pretty soon. But I have sharpened also their 30V K390. I've sharpened their Maximet. I have the Para 3 Maximet. I sharpened this one the other day. Got a good mirror polish on it. Um, 15V I have. I've not messed with 4V or 10V. And I did their Magna Cut for a buddy of mine just yesterday. Um, how was Rex 121 sharpened? I'm going to be honest with you. If you're using diamond, there's really no difference whatsoever. Now, it does feel like it's finer, if that makes sense. Like this 650 grit, feels like, it feels finer than a plated 650 grit. So it feels kind of like, you know, a 900 grit maybe. But on the Rex 121, it feels kind of like maybe 1200. It just feels like a finer grit. It still cuts fine. It just takes a little. Oh, geez, went off the edge. That's no bueno. That's what I get for freaking talking. Set up my stops. That stop is fine. Good. See, that's what I get for talking. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, it feels a little bit finer than it would on, say a different steel. It's not quite as hard. Um, but they cut just fine. I've never had like, oh, I've been sitting here for an hour. I bet you it took me, actually, it didn't really take me any longer. Within, 30 minutes, I was done. So, not bad at all. God, I hate this tip on this thing. God, I wish I was willing to sharpen away a year's worth of life off this thing to straighten this tip out, but I'm not. All right, one more pass, and then we'll do some minimization rounds. Good. Do a couple flips to minimize, and then we will be moving on to the next grit. Huh. Burr, no burr, no burr, no burr, no burr. Yikes. I think the burr just flipped and removed itself. I feel nothing. Just take a couple quick passes here just to make sure. And then move on to the next grit. I love super steels, I'll tell you. It's something I've noticed because I used to buy all budget level knives, D2, um, K110, stuff like this, the 14C28N, and boy, is it really easy to deburr good hard super steel stuff in the mid to high 60s. K110, 15V, Maximet, Rex 121, super high vanadium content steels. They deburr like really freaking easy, and I love it. There's no screwing around trying to get the burr off because it feels sharp, but 20 minutes of cutting, it ends up feeling dull again because you were cutting on a wire burr. Cover up the scratch pattern. Dropsies. That is, that's good. Make sure that I had the compensator set. It's another thing I love about these Zarok systems. They have this stone compensator back here where you just take the stone, put it under. Actually, you can't see it right here. Just set it under, loosen it, set it, tighten it back up, and then use that stone. Next stone, you know, like this one here is thinner. Put this under, get the thickness, use it, and then the strop is thicker, so it makes makes using multiple different stones, different brands, very, very simple to do. A little bit of a burr, a little bit of burr. Didn't really necessarily want to raise a burr, but we did. Womp womp, too bad. A couple burr minimizations. Check the chat. We got Delmo Workdo. Ray, where do you get your silica carbide to lap resin bonded stones with? I get mine from Amazon. I just ordered, I have some 80 grit here, 220 grit, and I'm going to be honest with you, you could use 220 grit to lap probably everything, honestly. Um, just start on your coarsest. So if you were, you know, anything below 220, you wouldn't lap with this, but like I don't have anything below 285, so I use the 220 on the 285. Then it's worn down a little bit. I will use it on my 650. At that time, it's worn down a little bit. I'll use it on my 1700. But you can kind of go through the progression as you're wearing down the silicon carbide, go through your whole progression using just the one kind. And that's what I do. Oh, Victor is a Benchmade man. I am not. I cannot get over the price. I just can't. I mean, and that's the exact reason why I don't own a Spyderco Shaman. Um, I would love to own a Shaman, but I just can't get past the price for, you know, mid $200. I want I want something more than S30V, you know, for that kind of price. Um, what else? What else haven't I bought? I haven't bought a Bodacious because of the price. I am waiting very impatiently, I might add, for the um, sprint run of the Stage 6. From what I hear, it's supposed to be coming out on April 1st. And I'm going to order it the day it comes out. And I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Because I love me Sage knife and one with a button operated compression lock in S90V. Yep, I'll buy that all day long. Edge, Knight's Edge. What kind of stones are these? I've been looking at the Neve. Okay, so I'm actually running through what I like and what I don't like. So my 285 is a PBT Poltova um, resin bonded CBN. There we go. We can get it to show up on the camera, maybe. Yep, 285 grit resin bonded CBN. My 650 here is resin bonded diamond. My 1700 is an Edge Pro resin. It's a matrix, diamond matrix stone. Um, and it's fine. Puts a nice mirror polish on it. But if you look at the actual abrasive thickness, I did the measurements on it last night, and the abrasiveness on the PDTs are 130 thousandths. The thickness on the um, Edge Pros are like 55. It is like way less. So you get less life for your money, and they cost about the same. You've only sharpened your 15B Shaman once. Hell, even the factory had survived all kinds of cutting. I have to agree with you. I and the only reason I'm sharpening this now is because I got this new stone, and I kind of want to put a mirror polish on it. So we're leaving it at the same angle, and we are just going through the progression to get a nice mirror polish on it. We're not really removing any material, so we're not shortening the life of this knife any. I just wanted a mirror polish on it, see how it does with it, because we get a really good polish on going from a 1700, well, 285, 650, 1700, and then 6 micron drop. Get a good polished edge on it. I mean, under a microscope, it wouldn't look mirror polished, but you can read text with it under if you use it like a mirror to read, you can definitely read the text in it. Oh, Beat Boy, do you edge? I have no idea what that means. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's move on to the next stone. 1700 Diamond Matrix. A little bit of water. I did it again. It's the second time I did that. Forgot to use the stone compensator. There we go. That's better. Not that it really changes all that much, but I want a mirror polish, so let's go for it. Good thing about this 1700, it really doesn't raise a burr of any kind. You just kind of go over the edge and polish it up and move on to the strop. I haven't felt a burr since about the second round with the 650 grit. That is another really cool thing about resin bonded diamond stones. You don't after you get up to a decently high grit, it doesn't really raise a burr that you can really speak home about. I think we got the scratch pattern all taken care of. Flip. But Do you edge for others? I would. I actually have said it before on my streams that if somebody is interested in sending their knife to me to sharpen, I would be more than happy to do that. All you got to do is, pay for shipping, and I would not charge anything for it. Just know that your knife is going to show up on YouTube being sharpened, just like this. I tell my buddies at work that I do it, and I sharpen their knives on YouTube as well. I did one actually just last night. I sharpened my buddy's uh, Magna Cut Sage 5 Salt. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this edge. One more pass. Move on to a strop. And one more. Nope, don't like it. I'm gonna keep going. There we go. Had a little mark where I didn't like the way it looked. Now we're gonna move on to the strop. Beautiful. All right, which one do we want to use? We want to use leather or wood? Let's try wood. Set the compensator. All right, wood with 6 micron diamond. Homemade, made it myself last night. Yep, we're cutting. We're starting to get some steel. Yeah, I don't know if I like that wooden one as much as I do this metal one, or this leather one. Let's try the leather one. Okay. Ooh, baby. You see my face in that. Yikes. Taking a nice mirror edge. One more set of flips, and then we will call this knife done. We will mark it before we take it out of here just to be extra safe, just in case I'm not happy with the edge. I can put it back in here. in the same orientation. Good. All right. Moment of truth. See if we're sharp. Oh yeah. Okay. Good looking edge, but it does not matter unless it cuts. That's good there. Let's see. No. Yep. Yep. She's popping. All right. Do the paper towel test. I can never do this right. Yep, I can't do it. Not under the camera. We can't. Paper towel roll's too tall. Christ. All right, I'm gonna remove this. These paper towels suck. Oh well. It's fine. We just do this for fun, right? Good times. You see that tip that I'm not happy with. Maybe you can see it. Right there. You see where Spyderco did a suck job on the tip, where they came up, and then it's like a super steep angle where it's not cleaning up quite at the edge of the bevel. It cleans up the whole way to the edge. Feeling like glass. She's nice and smooth. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, she's sharp, baby. Oh, check the chat again. Where can you buy that diamond emulsion liquid? I actually made this emulsion myself. So I went online. I shouldn't have shaken it quite so much. Anyway, I went online and bought some monocrystalline diamond, synthetic, 6 micron, and I actually mixed it with, where is it? There it is. 91% isopropyl alcohol, and I did not like it. So what I did was because it wasn't mixing correctly, it kind of mixed for like 1 second and then settled out like immediately. Um, so what I did was I took this little syringe here, waited for it to settle out, siphoned off half of the isopropyl alcohol and mixed it with water. And then you got, can't really see it very good, but because the camera's looking down on it. And I also added a tiny bit of dish soap to keep it nice and suspended, which is working. Working very well, actually. You shouldn't have shaken it like a schmuck, because if you shake it really vigorously, You will get some bubbles, but that's honestly fine with me because I made this stuff for about $8, and this much liquid from a manufacturer is like $40, and I have a lot, a lot. I got about 6 ounces of it here that I made for $8. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Joey, that sure is a shiny edge. It absolutely is, and that is why I did it. I was interested in getting a mirror polish on this thing to match the other knives that I've sharpened lately. So I sharpened Rex 121. This one takes less of a mirror edge, but it's still really shiny. But the K390 took on a nice mirror edge. This is a little Temperance 3. This is my cardboard box destroyer for garbage day. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Looks like a 20 degree. No, this is a 17 on here. It is a 19 degree on here. Just because this is like my one of my beater knives. I'll put like a 19 or a 20 on things that I'm going to be really hard on. And then this one is a 16. This one's 17, same as it was when it came from the factory. I haven't been messing with it because of that stupid tip. Oh, boy, she's laser beam sharp. Wowzers. Yeah, resin bonded stones, man, they are like an absolute game changer whenever you are sharpening. Can you do a 35-degree angle on this system? This system goes up to 30. You can see there the angles. It says that it goes up to 30, but I bet you could go higher. Oh, Justin B says he stays around 17 degrees. That is where I stay too. We are going to delete this. Remove this too. Where's a mod when you need one? We're gonna add him actually. That's what I get for not paying attention. Dun, 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 dun. We are going to do that. And we are going to do this. Timeout, my friend. My kids come here. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys coming. Does anybody have any questions? Um, Anything at all about sharpening, knife steels, anything at all? I love this knife. Super. I love Spydercos. That's just the thing. They're all really nice. The reason I like them so much is because they experiment with steels. You know, K390, Rex 121, 15B. They do sprint runs on things that other people don't even think about making knives out of, which is why I'm waiting for that Sage 6 and S90V. It's not a super exotic steel, but Spyderco does a really good job with it. So. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Justin B enjoying his Benchmade and the Axis lock. Do I have an Axis lock laying around here? I do, but I think it's buried underneath this crap. I have one of the new knives from CJRB. Came in a crossbar lock. I just kind of pushed everything back here. Now I can't find it. Oh well. But they released their new steel, their ARSF2. Really cool steel. Not a super high vanadium content, but enough to get a good bitey edge on it, and holds that edge for a good long time. So good on them for doing something new and different. Oh, I think I may have found it. I think I found it. There it is. All fingerprinty. ARSF2. Holds an edge for a good long time. And you gotta love the crossbar lock. The fingers are slippery. Got nice, strong Omega springs in it. Nice knife. Good micarta. Nice satin blade. You got it to show up on camera, which you can't because I got my fingerprints all over it. But super nice knife that they put out. How often do you throw some leather at the edge to deburr in between sharpening? So it all depends on what steel it is. If it is, let's say, this steel, 14C28N, you may strop it every couple days whenever you feel it's starting to not be quite as sharp. Something like this, K390, you may sharpen it every few days, maybe once a week, something like that, every 2 weeks, depending on how much you cut stuff. 15V or Rex 121, you may go a month and not need to put it on the strop. All depends on how hard it is and what the carbide content is. I think the carbide percentage of Rex 121 is like 32% total carbide volume, which is bananas amount. It really is. It's barely even steel, honestly. It's more like I don't want to say a carbide material. It's kind of what I do for a living, working carbide. Definitely not enough to be considered a carbide, but it's almost like a hybrid almost. Because I know that we make comparable hardness types of carbide in tungsten that's not quite as soft as 71, but you're talking maybe low 80s, depending on the amount of binder you put in. It can be um, more comparable to steel, but I think that's kind of why it's so interesting to me because I kind of deal with carbide and steel all day at my work, and just I don't know, it's interesting to me. I like the science behind it. For sure, hit the like and double tap on your screen. I appreciate that. Heads up to everybody. I've been trying to get on and sharpen maybe once or twice a week. Give any advice out there. I have a good time doing it. I like talking to everybody and getting new stuff. I still need to review all these knives, literally every single one of these. I have not reviewed any of them yet. I've been running through and I want to make sure that I carry them all for a month, but I'm kind of like carrying them for like I'll carry this for 2 or 3 days, carry this for 5 days, carry this for maybe a week, and I've been kind of going through them all so that I can kind of like push all the reviews out in at like the same time almost, or over the course of maybe a month, get out all of the reviews for all these because I have both Spyderco's and Rex 121. I have this 15B. I have the little Temperance K390. I also have the Stretch 2 in K390. Got this one to review, the ARSF2 Hectare Alt. Nice knife. I got the button top liner lock Lost-Deed Raccoon to review. Got, oh, what else we got? We have the S30V Sage 5. We got tons of stuff to review. I just want to do them all kind of in, because I want to carry them for a month. So I've been kind of planning this for several months now. That way I could do a review on it and people don't have to wait a whole month for the next one to come out. I'll be able to put out the next one like the next week because I have probably close to 4 months of carry time on all of these knives so far. So we're getting ready to start putting them out. So um, I appreciate people liking and subscribing. We're getting really close to the point where we'll get that first weird level of monetization, hopefully. We need, I think, maybe 300 more public watch hours. We have enough subscribers, so when we get to that point, we can start kind of taking things forward a little bit. Maybe somebody will notice, and we can start making this channel a little more self-sustaining because I spend a ton of money on this stuff. So it would be nice to be able to break even one of these days. Anyway, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.